Hello, my name is Colonel Suhail Zaidi. I am the Director General at MAIT. I am happy to inform you that I will be attending ORGATEC India from 4th to 6th November 2025 at Geo World Convention Center at Mumbai. Thank you. It's an interesting question. So, military training is in a way pretty different from the corporate world, but there are some overlaps which have helped me to work here more effectively. So let's say starting from the basic training, which helped me firstly was the clarity, discipline, mission focus. These are the three things which were the key points that I took from military and applied it here. I used it here in the stakeholder engagement, for policy advocacy, for strategic initiatives. It helped me move along in a pretty good way. And how I executed it within the MAIT was, I ensured that there was a clarity in the direction. Then there should be a focused approach by the team, which I built again, gave them the confidence. And the approach with the accountability was the key area which I focused on. Strong levers are firstly our domestic market, which is growing pretty fast, followed by the policy tailwind. The government is working hard towards encouraging that, and also the global sentiment, which has made India an important place in an electronic market today. However, you also asked for some challenges, and the challenges that I see is firstly is the supply chain issues which are there. Maybe the logistics part of it, I would say, needs a lot of hand-holding and improvement for us to match with the international standards. Component ecosystem needs to be developed, which the government is already working on, but it needs to be worked on much better way. R&D is something which almost the top 500 Fortune companies have their centers here in India, but local design development is still lacking, which needs to be developed. And logistics is a key point which needs a focus, which will be the key factor in turning the balances towards India. And export competitiveness is of course an important issue that will grow as we proceed ahead. See, there is a lot of change which is happening now. The devices are mobile, there are no fixed spaces, there is a requirement of security also in it, and compatibility also in a way that any person can work from anywhere, and therefore the members are working towards creating the hardware which can meet all the criterias and help people work in the correct way. Great, interesting question. See, Atmanirbhar Bharat is not in isolation. It is a thought process wherein we are working to build a trusted, secure and scalable ecosystem wherein we can create a situation where we are the suppliers. So the shift is from make in India to make for the world. And that is what the industry is also trying, and the government is trying to focus on that. Interesting question. So, MAIT represents the Manufacturing Association for Information Technology, and therefore the OT part of it excites us pretty much. And OT is basically use of IoT in the IT world, and the transition from IT to OT is now thinning very much. I don't think in the times to come there will be any boundary between the IT and OT. You see, any IT device today has a component of IoT in it. Be it your watch, your camera, your car, anything has that connectivity, and that integration is something that we look forward to it, of course keeping the security in mind for it. I won't say it's a hot topic, it is a very exciting topic for us because we are I would say, one of the champions leading this in our industry. And just for your information, we have created an entirely new vertical on sustainability consultancy also. So here we help both the government and the industry. In a way, we are the interface between the government and the industry, helping policy advocacy for the e-waste, battery waste, plastic waste, all the wastes which are, even the hazardous waste which affect our members. And this is an ongoing process wherein I think the time is not very far when the balance will be reached and the policies will be designed in a way that suits both the country and the industry. See, software startups are there in big way. However, as you rightly brought out, hardware startups still are lacking behind in the sense because there's a lot of difference. Software startups can be started by anyone without any investment. Hardware startups need a lot of investment, time, development, hardcore skills to build things which are actually needed by the world and which others can use it for their benefit. So the scale is not that much, but yes, there's a lot of work which is happening. There are champions who are coming up. There are educational institutes which are supporting them. And in times to come, I'm sure they will also get a big lead in this. See, skilling is something which is an ongoing process. It starts from colleges and continues throughout the career of an individual, which somehow we have not been able to address correctly. Starting from the engineering colleges itself, the employability of the students are, I would say, not to the standards which the industry needs, which I believe there are a large number of colleges and state governments and also central governments who are already addressing it. However, there is a need to further build upon it. And after coming out of the college, getting a job, the trainability has to be continuous process. We in MAIT are aligned with the Electronic Sector Skill Council. I'm a board member in their council, and there are various steps which are being taken to ensure that skilling is in place. There is a gap, I agree, but processes are on to build upon it. I would say it is foundational. The policymakers, the OEMs, the tech players, I would say all the stakeholders have to be on the same plane so that they are able to establish the ecosystem in a way that it is seamless. Anybody needing anything should be aligned in a manner that nobody has to ask for it. It should automatically be provided, and this will only happen when the collaboration is there. And I'm happy to say that the government today, especially our mother ministry MAIT, is very collaborative. They always take industry into account before taking any measures. See, this is a very important aspect. Some people may not give it the right importance, but it is very important to get all the stakeholders at one place and help them understand the requirement of both the sides. A manufacturer also needs to understand what is the requirement of the user. User may also give his thoughts to share what is the requirement, and therefore that collaboration will build up an ecosystem which will deliver what is needed by both the sides.